We're in the Oiler Hall of Fame room at Rogers Place as After Hours continues. You know you've made it when you're down to one name, as in the Nuge. That would be Ryan Nugent-Hopkins enjoying a career year, and he sits in with us now. Welcome back to the program, and maybe we could rename this Nuge at Night. The career season that you're having. Career season barely does justice to what you've been accomplishing here, and we're going to get to that in a moment. But first, to the big news broken by your wife, Brianne, on social media, I think about a week ago. Baby Nuge on the way with an August arrival. What is the level of yours and Brianne's excitement?
Definitely very excited. Obviously, a new chapter in our life. It's our first, so we're very excited. We kind of got all summer to prepare and then go from there. But obviously a lot of guys on the team kind of have young families, so can rebound some questions off of them. But yeah, we're very excited to welcome a new one in.
Question from Adam. It might be going too far, but we'll ask it anyway. Potential names for upcoming baby Nuge. We need to know.
Honestly, we really don't. We kind of have a handful that we're debating between, but at this point, we don't have any front runners.
Is it really we? Or is it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Right now it's we, but probably not going to be we. Yeah.
All right, your spectacular season, Louie.
Yeah, incredible year this year, Ryan. And I mean, you've taken it to a whole new level. And listen, you've had a tremendous career, but what is it about this year that you find things are going your way as far as the offensive goes? And I don't want to downplay the defensive side of things as well, because you've always been known as a 200-foot player, but it just seems there's that little extra pop this year for you.
I mean, I think I'm just playing on a good team that's kind of rolling along right now, and obviously I get to play with some great players. So I think when teams have success, a lot of the time individual success follows that. And like everybody else, I try to take my game to another level every single year. And I know this is 12th season in, so it's kind of a lot of people think it's a little funny at this point. But at the same time, I don't feel like I'm that old, and I still feel like I'm still improving on my game in aspects. But like I said before, I think I'm just playing with some great players and on a really good team that's clicking right now.
You know, you're sitting at a 20-point improvement right now, which doesn't often happen 12 seasons in, so we should note that. Here's a piece of video from Levi Ilanik, sent it to us, and he wants us to show you the video of the sweater you signed for his daughter last week. Now that's special. You made her day, you made her week. That might be indicative of your level of popularity in Edmonton right now.
I mean, you love seeing that. Obviously, that's a big part of why we play, and playing in a city like Edmonton. I mean, the fans are so passionate about the game. They supported me through my whole career. We had some tough years to start, but I mean, definitely seeing a reaction like that makes it all worth it.
You made your first appearance on this program in October of 11. You were 3 games into your NHL career then. You had scored a hat-trick against the Vancouver Canucks, and you, 18 then, but you looked like you were about 4 years younger. And you made a couple of references on that program that the hat-trick had a lot to do with playing with players like Halsey and Ebbs. They would be, of course, Taylor Hall and Jordan Eberle.
And you aged much better than the other two guys.
I appreciate that.
Let me tell you that. Wow.
You need a haircut back then.
Those guys are long gone, and you're the only star from that era left here. Do you feel lucky to be that?
Definitely. Obviously, when your team doesn't find success, things kind of there's a lot of transition, and GMs, coaches, players, and I was lucky enough that the organization showed a lot of faith in me and kept me around. And obviously, playing with those guys when I was young, that was pretty special. They've had some great careers, and now getting to play with different really special players, it's I've been definitely very fortunate to play with the guys that I have.
Louie's got a couple of pictures here that underline your seniority as an Oiler.
Yeah, we're going to go back to 2011. You remember these pictures back then, and I had a long conversation with Ryan Jones and Jamie Jones, his wife. You roomed and lived with them, with Jeff Petrie your first year. How does that throw you back, looking at these going, wow, 12 years later, you're now expecting your first child, and a terrific family there too, the Joneses. I had a good conversation with them, but that brings back some memories, I'll bet.
Yeah, it definitely does. Yeah, it definitely does. I mean, I was so lucky to have them take me in, and Petey. But Jamie and Ryan really took me in, and I mean, she did everything for us. I mean, she cooked and just let us come and go as we please, and I mean, really just took care of us. Obviously, as a young kid, you're 18 years old. You're still just a kid, so to have a family like that. Bringing you into their home was very special, and I definitely owe a lot to them.
Bailey the dog, they said you had the best friendship with Bailey and seemed to steal the dog every night, come into your bedroom.
Yeah, I definitely would. Bailey was a lab, is a lab, and great dog. I'm definitely a dog lover myself, so yeah, I think most of the time, I don't know if they really let her on the bed, so I would just say, okay, come on in with me.
Ryan, 12 years makes you the longest serving Edmonton Oiler, and you've got a chance to finish your career here. You would be the first big star, I think, in Edmonton to begin and finish as an Oiler. What would that mean to you?
It would be very special for me. Obviously, as a young kid, getting drafted to a city like this, organization like this, it's kind of what you dream about doing. A lot of the time, it's hard to make that a reality, but I feel like I have an opportunity to do that, so it would be very special to me.
You came into the NHL at 160 pounds. You're about 184 now, 185. So you're well equipped to defend yourself or any teammates who might need it, like this bout here with Justin Hall after he hit Kyler Yamamoto. This was a couple of weeks ago, and you gave Hall what for? In just the third or fourth fight of your career. What was the message here?
Well, I think something like that happens, and it's more just reaction, and you try to step up for a guy on your team, and the way I kind of saw the hit from my angle is a bit of a blind side, and I just I want to step in there for Yamo. Obviously, he's that's a big guy going after kind of a smaller guy in a game that we're up a few goals. So it's not a whole lot of thinking. It just happens quick, and I just wanted to kind of step in there for him.
You ever watch any Louie DeBrusk highlights?
No. Yeah, I definitely. I don't think I was throwing him like Lou back in the day.
Pretty good though. I mean, confident. That's a dub kid. You played in Red Deer. I mean, this is something that comes with the territory.
Yeah.
When you play in the WHL, it's just something that when you do get in a scrap, you're pretty confident in that regard. You're not backing down from anybody.
I mean, I only had a few in my career so far, so definitely not something that I do often. But I think you kind of have to go in there with confidence, or else you can get thrown around a little bit. I'm sure you can attest to that.
Yeah.
All right, here's a question from Smiley. Nuge, what's your skincare routine that keeps you looking so young?
Yeah, I mean, there's not really a skincare routine. I think it's just, I don't know. I mean, my dad was always a young-looking man, and I think I probably got a bit of his genetics in me.
Horse racing, you and your family have been into thoroughbreds for a long time, going back to your grandfather who bred them. This is a picture of you and family, I think, with infinite patience, who won her first 5 races by a total of 35.5 lengths and has won 10 of her last 11 starts. This was after a stakes race at Hastings, right, in Vancouver?
Yeah.
What's the update on R&H Stables?
Yeah, been very fortunate with her, and yeah, I still have a couple that race out of Vancouver, and got a great trainer, Barbara Heads, and her husband Mike, that my family and I have grown really close to over the years. So it's been something pretty special for, like you said, it kind of was passed down through my grandpa, and my dad was involved also kind of before I was born. So I had the opportunity to get into it kind of when I came in the league, and stuck with it. 9
games to go, 100 points is not out of the question. Do you think about it?
Honestly, I worry about our next. I mean, we have 9 games, like you said. We got to battle for position here, and kind of gear up for playoffs and whoever we're going to face. We have some big matchups coming up, and I try not to let the personal, individual kind of numbers affect the way I play.
Last point. Will your 29th year of existence be the year that you're finally able to grow a playoff beard?
Probably not.
Okay. How many more years is it going to take?
We'll see. Hopefully a lot more playoff years in the future, though.
Yeah, to have the opportunity.
To have the opportunity, for sure.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Ryan, thanks for being our guest tonight. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Ryan.
All right, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, an unsung Oiler hero. Unsung only because he's on the same team as McDavid and Draisaitl. Otherwise, he'd be a lead singer. Back to conclude the night at Rogers Place in a moment.